Oh, hello. It's nice running into you again. It has been quite a while since you've last seen me, considering my upload schedule. Oh boy. But don't worry. I am in the works of something right now, so you don't have to wait for long. Well, you do have to wait a bit longer because of footage, editing, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit. But don't worry. Content is on the way, and hopefully uploading will be less obscure than what it is currently. But for now, you're here. You're not here to listen for that. You're here to listen as to my experience in the WinSweep event, the more recent one. Well, when I first joined, I'll say it was a bit. Get me out of here! It was certainly chaotic at first. Obviously, I didn't went into this event without a plan. I knew we need to have some sort of strategy before we went in. So I was in a Discord call with a group of people who I knew with their abilities and the best PvPer on the team just died. Yeah, so literally like not even 5 minutes into the event, Inkcrow, who I recommend go checking out, our best PvPer on the team literally just died due to the fact of how we were constantly being taking damage in the box when we spawned in. Though luckily they do bring him back eventually, but it would be a while before they do. So we had to get grinding. Luckily, I had some experience grinding from gear from starting from scratch, so it wouldn't take long. Huh. Ironically enough, I don't remember getting this much iron. Or acquiring this many diamonds as well. So how am I acquiring all these resources so fast, and why am I acquiring them so fast? Well, actually, there's a pretty simple explanation from what I've been able to gather. From what I've been able to gather, WinSweep's events are divided into three parts: the fear, the hide, and the fight. The fear being the beginning of his event, where obviously the players have nothing, so he starts just killing randomly. The hide being when players have minimum gear, but don't really have enough to fight back, so they die anyway. And the fight being the players having a small enough chance to at least try to take down WinSweep, but obviously still failing, which leaves to the one phase WinSweep doesn't account for, the fighter's will phase. Well, I don't have a proper name for it now, so we're just gonna stick with that. The fighter's will phase is us using our will to begin making strategies, start grouping up, to take whatever's in the book to be able to gain an upper leg. And that is something WinSweep will always fail to account for. Our will to fight back.
No question.
Take a pity
Oh,
noche.
yeah, Autumn. Okay, with me.
Wait, where are you guys?
Why are there people talking to the
I just.
the fight was going in our favor, us allowing to be able to constantly put pressure on the WinSweep by using interesting methods like putting a fishing bob in their face, constantly webbing them, and always putting them around the 3 and 4 hearts, forcing them to either pearl or chug golden apples, so that way they can make up for the loss of health. We were even able to manage to pop WinSweep's totem, from what I heard. And as we continue to put pressure on them, it finally allowed us to do this.
Oh,
technically. When did it keep back up?
That's right. After 2 whole events, we ourselves, the players, without the help of any known YouTubers in the audience, were able to finally kill WinSweep on our own. But unfortunately, this is when things started to go downhill. Unfortunately, Tag and WinSweep started going into creative mode whenever we had them back into a corner. They claimed it was to fix issues with the server, and I don't really have any proof denying this claim, so we just had to sit back and let it happen. Also, the server had quickly shut down for a moment, so that way they were able to update the weapons, because one of the weapons weren't working how they were supposed to. In fairness, that was what the whole video was about, so we couldn't really stop them from doing that. And they also began banning the players who were in spectator mode, so we also lost the advantage of knowing where they were constantly. And they slowly began catching on to the tricks that we were doing to them. So eventually, they began killing us one by one. It looked like we weren't going to win this. It looked like fate had decided that this was a fight that we were going to lose. But I don't accept that. Whether or not if a fight was destined for me to lose or not, I don't care. I don't accept the fate that are given to me. I make my own.
I can't believe it's side character. I know the lag is so big. I was completely that idea. It was so funny.
Maybe once on our side, right?
Can kill mod players.
Now when you think like that.
Oh my god, I don't know. Get him off the tower, get him off the tower. Oh no.
Wait, guys, get up top. I think it's just
You might be a bit confused as to how WinSweep is alive, even though you saw the footage of him dying. Well, apparently, WinSweep decided that he should come back anyway, even though he already lost. Which, to be honest, was just genuinely unfair to all the players.
Ah!
I have no fun.
wait. Zach, I literally don't want to send you anything.
Yeah, probably. How do you do this all? Oh my god, so good. Everyone! Oh my god.
as I died, I was later banned off the server, and Tag and WinSweep continued to kill everyone. Kaboodle, apparently who was in the event, managed to gather up their own forces to be able to make their own charge against WinSweep, but unfortunately, that charge ended up falling short and later led to the death of all of them. So, Tag and WinSweep again won the event as the last one standing. But if anything, this event opened my eyes a bit. It showed that it is possible to win against this man, to be able to defeat WinSweep, to be able to take a win from him. But for now, we have to accept that we have lost and wait for the next event. And trust me when I say, one of these days, soon, we will win.